Hey YouTube, Jeremy here with Simple Little Life. Beautiful evening here on the homestead. Last few days we've had for the last week we've had a lot of rain. Yesterday was just horrible. I think we had like 2 inches, and it was like windy and rainy all day. And I mean, like, I think we had like 80 km/h gusts. So after all that, we had a beautiful day today, and I got a little bit more work done on the chicken coop. It's like the never-ending project. But I want to show you kind of what we've got done. We are getting this close to having the building itself finished, and the chicken yard as well. And I also want to show you something my wife made. They're really cool. They're called a chicken tractor. And it's this little, I guess for lack of a better word, it's a cage that you can put your chickens in, and you move it around. And it's cool because when your chickens get outside, for us it's really handy right now because we don't have a chicken yard done for them yet, and so this way we can take them out of their big Rubbermaid containers that they're in at night, and you can move it around, so not going to destroy the grass in one spot too bad, and you just kind of let them free range in these things, and they're protected from getting out and lost, as well as like cats or hawks can't get in and get them. So I'm going to show you that. We are just walking on a little path to the coop right now. Beautiful sunset out here. But I will, I'll wait till we get right up there and I'll show it to you then. Going through some water here. Everything gets soggy and it's either dry as a bone or a mud bog around here, it seems. But anyways, there they are. So, this is the coop. There's it's my personal little touch on the top. That was a skull I found at my dad's. A coyote has actually chewed the top tine off. But anyways, we've got all our exterior trims done. Siding's all on. For siding, we actually ended up just using 3/8 plywood. And we ripped it and then stained it. And this was the look I had wanted. But to find wood like that around here is so expensive. First of all, I couldn't find it. I tried calling for barn boards and stuff, and it just wasn't to be found. So anyways, that's what we did. This is another project that my wife, she's building a doghouse. Not for me, thankfully for our dog. But so anyways, there's the nesting boxes, windows. I'll give you a view from over here. It's a tin roof, and we'll go on the side. Also, I got the linoleum floor installed today, and we wanted that just because it's easy to clean. And this will be the first night. Oops, the chickens will actually spend loose in here, as opposed to in their Tupperware Rubbermaid containers. So there's our nesting boxes. We have those covered right now with chicken wire, just because we don't want them in there until they're actually laying. We don't want them thinking that's a place to sleep and poop and dirty. We want them to know that that's just for nesting, and then if they're never allowed to use it until they actually are nesting, they'll probably remember that. Over the windows we put chicken wire, just so chickens would stay in and we can keep anything out, leaving the windows open. Down there is the opening that the chickens will use to get to their yard. And again, another window here, this one facing west to the garden, and covered with chicken wire again. And of things that we have left in here, right up here we've got the attic opening. I need to finish that off as well. Here on this south side we need some nesting bars, basically bars that they sleep on at night, and for that we're going to get some trees from my parents' land, some dead limbs, and just run them on there, and then we're going to build a little catchment system underneath that to catch all their poop, and that way like a tarp or something like that so we can clean it up easily. Also on the floor in here we're doing, I forget what they call it, but it's a type of bedding or penning or something like that, where you add like 4 inches of sawdust, and I think you only change it like once every 6 months. You just keep adding straw and sawdust to it, and apparently it works great. And by the time you're all done, you can take it out, and it's pretty much like good compost. Anyways, we're gonna try that, see how that works. If it gets nasty and disgusting, obviously we're not. But then again, it is a chicken coop. I don't know how unnasty and disgusting they can be. Step outside again. And another thing we got done was we got our posts put in for our chicken run. There's all our wire, and we'll be putting that probably, I'm thinking, 7 feet high. We've got netting on order, and this will be their yard. And then coming off of this door, they will have a little ramp as well. We're gonna, like, we lifted the chicken coop off the ground like quite a bit, and we're gonna just put wire around the whole thing so they can actually go under there for shade. And then what I was talking about, these chicken tractors, we have 2 of them for 2 different sets of chickens. This one's 8 foot, 6 foot, one there. These things are awesome. You don't have to be very fussy when you're building them. Very inexpensive. They're lightweight to move around, and these chickens love it. They've got the shade. This is a very important part. You need to give them some shade if you're going to leave them outside, obviously. And it's funny, these chickens, I've been feeding them bugs that I've caught lately, and so when I come around, they're quite interested in what I have now. It's kind of funny. So these are our older ones. There's 6 of them. 2 of them appear to be roosters. These 2 guys right here, and the rest are hens. Interesting little mix. And then from our other batch, these are the 11. I think these guys are 3 weeks old. I think this guy's going to be a rooster. I think that guy's a rooster, and the rest are hens, I believe. But anyways, so we keep them separated for now. One thing we'll actually do as well with our chicken tractors, once we have our chicken yard done, is that we can put the little guys in the chicken yard in the chicken tractor. That way the bigger chickens can be close to them, get to know them, be acquainted with them, but can actually get them, so they're a little protected. And apparently when you introduce new birds to your flock, that's a wise way to do it. You let them run around in there for a while, get to know each other, and then I guess it's less violent when they finally do become fully combined. So anyways, that's where we're at. It feels nice to have this done. It's been a huge amount of work. It's a little bit ridiculous, I think, the spec that I built this chicken coop to. But having said that, it should last, like I said, in those winds that we had yesterday, and it was solid as a tank, so that's good. Anyways, we've got to go put the kids to bed and enjoy a fine sunset here on the old homestead. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.